What is up, guys? Brett here from Mtek Digital, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about how a video like this comes into existence. What is up, guys? Brett here from Mtek Digital, and today we're going to be taking a look at the process of actually creating content and kind of what that entails when you're standing in front of a camera and trying to actually make something. What is up, guys? Brett here from Mtek Digital, and today we're going to be taking a look at the process of creating content, and specifically content like this, where you're standing in front of a camera and you want to get your message to an audience. How do you do that? Alright, so this can pretty much be broken up into 4 different categories, that being plan it, script it, shoot it, edit it, and then repeat that process as needed. Number 1, we're talking about step number 1 is planning, and obviously you want to have a plan when you go into your recording studio or wherever you're going to be producing the content. You want to actually have something in motion, because otherwise it's going to cost you a lot of time and a lot of money just sitting there not really knowing what you're doing. Planning can help avoid problems. Planning can help avoid problems in the future, and if you're planning with a team or even by yourself, it can help new ideas generate if you actually take some time to think about what the project is going to look like when you're finished. It's a vital step to this process. Without planning, your content is just not going to be as good. It's as simple as that. Step number 2 is writing a script, and scripts are really important. It gives you a little bit more structure. It kind of falls under that planning phase, and it just helps you stay a little bit more focused and have a little bit of a general outline of what you want to talk about. Now, your script doesn't have to look like a Hollywood script. You don't have to have word for word what you're gonna say, what the lighting's gonna look like, the camera positions, none of that. This is my script today. It's probably a little hard to see with the white balance, but I literally have 4 bullet points, and those are the things that I'm talking about, and that's what my script looks like. Sometimes I go a little bit more in depth, but in other cases like this, I know what I want to talk about, I know what I want to say with each point, and so I just have a little bit of an outline so I can keep my thoughts in check as I jump from each one. Step number 3 is arguably the most important, but not because it is the most important. What I mean by that is step number 3 is shooting. That's actually sitting in front of a camera and talking to it and creating your content. The reason I say it's the most important is because it's what everybody's going to eventually see, but it's not the most important because planning and scripting are really what your content is going to be made of. It's just a matter of doing it. Now, when you're shooting, I think it's really important, and it's something that people who are new to creating and shooting and talking to cameras are often a little bit worried about. Now, when you're shooting and if you're new to creating content, I think it's really important to note that it is okay to repeat things. I have purposely left a bunch of repeat stuff in this video, things that I wasn't happy with, just because it shows you that it's not perfect. There is a process to this, and editing is your friend, right? When you finish recording, it doesn't matter if you've got 30 minutes of content that you're not going to use. If you can cut that down to 5 useful minutes, that's what matters. Now, that is why planning and script writing are important, because it cuts down the amount of stuff you don't use, but don't be afraid to repeat something, to stop yourself, catch your words, do all that sort of stuff. On that same note, while you're shooting, maybe play around with lighting, play around with your set, play around with different audio recording, a bunch of different stuff. Shooting is really an experimental time. You've already planned, you've already scripted, so now take this opportunity to really focus on what you want this to look like. And sound like. Sound like is important too. Alright, and now editing. I'm not going to jump into the computer programs today and talk about editing. I've got a few videos on that, and there will be a few more coming, but I think it's important to remember what I said earlier, that editing is your friend. Editing is not something to be afraid of, and you don't have to go Hollywood with it. Like I said on the script, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to color correct everything. You don't have to do a bunch of jump cuts or transitions or whatever. A lot of the time, less is more when it comes to editing. Keep it simple, keep it quick, and try to just create something that you yourself would enjoy watching. If you're throwing a bunch of transitions in there and it looks really cheesy and you've got really awful music in the background or anything, it's probably too much. A rule of thumb, probably for everybody, is don't produce content that you don't want to watch. And the final step that I didn't, And the final step is repeat this process. Just keep doing it. Practice makes perfect, and when it comes to videoing, editing, creating content, it's no different. Take your time, create something. You might not be super happy with the first 1 or 2 or 5 things that you make, but as you take more time and invest a little bit more energy into it, the stuff you create is gonna start looking better and more awesome, and it's just a simple fact of life. If you keep trying, you will succeed. But that's it for today. Just a few simple tips, a little bit more of a motivational video, I think, for people who are just jumping into this creative process. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. You can comment down below if you've got any questions, or hit me up on Twitter. I'm always over there, just chilling out. I'm a tweeter. That sounded so stupid. I'll leave it, I don't care. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Mtek Digital to stay up to date with interviews, creative tips, tech tips, all that wonderful stuff that you already know about. Or you don't know about it, and this is the first video watching, in which case, go check out the channel. There's lots of awesome stuff, like I mentioned. All right, that is it for today. I'm gonna head out and stay awesome, guys. Keep creating and don't get discouraged. Just keep going, and you'll make some awesome stuff.